Come see how I spent my day in Mazatlan, Mexico as a full-time wheelchair user with a service dog. We started the day by getting off the ship and immediately hopping on to these little shuttles. This is required for all passengers to get out of the cruise area. Fortunately, they had many shuttles with wheelchair ramps. They loaded me on and we headed into town. Once in town, we eventually got a taxi that fit all of us, and we headed over to the Malecon, which is a 13-mile waterfront walkway that is paved. This area had stores, restaurants, and picture opportunities throughout. Some were more accessible than others, but don't forget accessibility looks a lot different in other countries. Finding accessible restrooms can be difficult, so when I knew there was one available, I definitely had to use it. I will say it was the most disgusting bathroom that I ever had to use, but we made it work. We found a few places to stop and have drinks along the Malecon, and I basically watched my family eat delicious food like ceviche because I had been so sick. I loved watching my mom and sister play with JoJo on the beach. Unfortunately, I didn't know of any beaches on this itinerary that offered beach wheelchairs like on previous trips. I loved seeing all the produce vendors just walking around with fresh fruit on the beach. There were ramps that were labeled throughout our day, and although not perfect, my smart drive definitely helped me get up the steep ones. Of course, we had to make a stop at the iconic Mazatlan sign. We then came upon a little market area along the Malecon, and I was destined to get strawberries and cream, which is one of my favorite treats. This definitely wasn't my favorite port, but the views were still beautiful and I would return if I had the opportunity.